Hi guys. I don't even want to say happy Thursday. There's nothing happy about what's going on right now. It's freaking me out. All right, as you can see, I have like stress acne up the wazoo right now, but it's fine. Okay, so, this is all happening. It's definitely not the best. Not what we were hoping for. Hi, Allison. Hi, Alice. Hi, Amy. Hi, Marissa. Say hi when you guys hop on. If anyone watched the governor speak today in New York, I was literally like glued to my phone like this. And I'm this close away to stress eating. I'm trying not to. I'm just drinking water. I don't know if it's the virus. I don't think it's the virus. I honestly think it's everyone's reaction and like the financial burden of this that's really freaking me out. Hi, Kieran. Hi, Valerie. So we're going to do some makeup. I'm home from my trip. Oh my gosh, how was it? Hi, Amy. How are you? Hi, Holly. All right, so we're going to start with a little bit of primer. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep things somewhat normal in this house because everything just seems to be like going off the rails. Hi, Meg. So I work full-time in the hospitality industry. So all of my events for the next 6 weeks have basically canceled or postponed, like all of them. So that is, understandable, but it's scary too, because, that is how we operate our business. You think the schools will close. I do. England was awesome. I would love to go to England someday. I've been working on my British accent for like forever. So I just need to go. I'm freaking out too. I'm freaking out too, Marissa. I mean, I'm trying not to because honestly, it's not the virus that's freaking me out at all. It's literally just like the way people are responding and like hoarding things. And like you see the ugly side of humanity when people get stressed out like this. And that's what freaks me out, is just that reaction. Hold on, I'm just gonna go wet my sponge. You got it. Yeah, that is what really irritates me because, I feel like it's gonna go, what was that movie? Hold on, sorry, I just wanna wash my sponge. What was that movie, like 28 Days Later, where there was a virus and it was like a huge issue and whatever, and people just like turned on each other. Like if we stop for a beat and kind of like take stock of what's actually happening, you can think things through a little bit better. But like the way people are acting now is just totally freaking me out. Hold on, just gotta rinse my sponge. Right, and I'm back. So like I'm lucky enough where I could work from home if I need to. My bosses are amazing and they definitely want to keep all of us safe, but honestly, there's not a whole lot for us to do at the office if all the events are canceling and for our crews to do if there's no jobs for them to set up. So like that impacts us directly, but like the hotels, all of the like event spaces, the Times Union Center, all of that kind of stuff. Breathe, people, deep cleansing breath. Honestly, like I've stocked up on things, just things that I thought other people were going to go wild with buying and wouldn't be available when I needed them. But like I didn't go like buy a bunker somewhere type of a thing. The tough thing that I heard today was like, okay, so, and maybe somebody has an answer for this. So when I was watching Governor Cuomo speak, he said that, like, for example, if I were to get the coronavirus and test positive for it, I would not be able to stay in my house because I live with 3 other people. So then I would have to go somewhere and my family would have to get quarantined for a certain period of time and then tested. And if they were not positive, then they could leave. And if they were positive, then I could come back. I don't know how that works, but I have 2 little boys and like, that's just, I don't understand. I don't understand at all. I'm going to go in with a little Arbonne Intelligence lip treatment because my lips are dry. Probably from washing my face 3,000 times a day. Because Chase came home with his hands in his mouth today. And I was literally like, I swatted them away. I'm like, don't put your hands in your mouth. Please promise me you haven't been doing that all day. Which guaranteed he has because he bites his nails like his mother. But like, yeah. The buses here in our school district literally run from 6 a.m. till 5 p.m. with hundreds of students on them from the age of kindergarten through 12th grade. Like, that's a breeding ground right there for all of that stuff. And then the kids are coming home. So if we're not supposed to like socially gather, school is the biggest social gathering there ever was. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Vanessa. So I don't know. I'm trying to like think rationally through all of these things, but it's not been easy. All right. So we're going to go in with a little CC cream. This is the CC cream with broad spectrum SPF 30 in it because I am a fair Polish maiden and I need that. Are you still going to go to Disney? All right. So that has not been decided yet. In my gut, I don't think we will be able to. I think Disney will shut down personally. Because I just don't see how that's going to sustain, honestly. So we're supposed to go at the end of the month, and I'm going to wait until next week to look at it because there's no, like the details on this change every few hours and definitely every day. So I'm not like stressing myself out about looking until it gets closer. Like, I honestly think if they're telling people not to gather in public spaces, how can Disney stay open? Right? Am I just crazy thinking that? Plus all the hotels, like, it's not even just like you're out in the open. Like, you're dining with hundreds of other people and going on rides. They're not going to be able to disinfect rides. It's wild. I mean, I really wish I could say that I felt confident we would still go, but I just don't. I mean, it sucks. My kids are so looking forward to this. We're also looking forward to this. But like, it's not worth going down there just to get sick and like put other people at risk or put ourselves at risk, especially if we're healthy. All right, so this is just a damp Eco Tools sponge and I'm gonna just tap this in. You can see how easily it just kind of blends in. Hi, Stephanie. So I don't know, you guys, like, I feel like there's no good answer for any of this. It's literally just like do the best you can and try to be a decent person while you're doing it. But, you know, I think we have never, at least in my life, I've never experienced a panic like this. So I really can't say like, oh, the last time this happened, it was totally fine. Like, this has never happened in my lifetime. Thank God. You know, the worst that we have to contend with up here is like, you know, oh, you're getting 3 feet of snow overnight and everybody goes nuts and fills up their gas tank and buys all the bread and milk. I don't know why bread and milk, but always in the great Northeast, if there's a snowstorm, all the bread and milk are gone. And that is how it happens here. But like, this is not a snowstorm. I'll give it a couple more months and it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm honestly thinking like, I don't know that this will work. But I'm honestly thinking like November possibly, but still it's just tough. And I'm worried about the kids like being pulled out of school. Like, if you're asking me to homeschool my children, we are in desperate times, folks. Hi, Dee Dee.
Hi, Mom.
What's up, bud? What do you think of the coronavirus?
No.
No? Thanks, no. All right, so we're gonna go in with some Ivory Loose Powder. Hi, Kate. I know people that left today for Disney, though. I know people that are getting on a cruise on Sunday in Florida, and they're going on a 2-week cruise. Like, and they're not scared at all. They're not at all shook by this, which... What, Bubba?
I'm just saying I'm hungry for real food.
You're hungry for real food? Somebody write this down. Somebody write this down this minute. What kind of real food? Come here.
I don't know.
You don't know? Come here. Bring yourself to me. You're going to be 5 next week. I told you not to get bigger. It's going to be 5 next week. It's not right. He was advised by his parents he couldn't grow up. You're doing it anyway. All right, let me finish this and then I will make you actual real food that nourishes your body. Hi Kate, hi Emily. Not to call you out, but how old were you when the century changed? I realize it's not the same, but in the ballpark. I'm 35, so in 1999, I was 15. I was 15. So I remember the Y2K stuff very well, but like that was like, oh, your computers might not work tomorrow. It wasn't like global pandemic. And I remember, all right, I was 15. I was at my girlfriend's house for a New Year's Eve party, and we were definitely drinking peppermint schnapps in the basement, and I was having a great time. Like I wasn't fully comprehending. Like I remember it very well, but even then, I don't think like my parents weren't concerned about it, so I wasn't really worried about it. Y2K, it's funny. Okay, so this is Ivory, right? Yes, this is Ivory Loose Powder, and we're gonna use this to highlight our under eyes so that our age and our stress does not show, and the fact that, you know, we're having a hard time functioning as an actual adult. But just look at the difference between this side that I just put the pressed powder on and that side. Like the hollow underneath my eye is so much better covered. And we can fool people into thinking we actually have our lives together. But like the governor was saying today that they shut down Broadway, which obviously, because that's a huge gathering of people in a confined space. And people were like freaking out, like, how could you shut down Broadway? Do you know the economic ramifications of that? Well, dude, there's economic ramifications of all of this. And we're just gonna have to like do the best we can with what we have in the meantime. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Sandy. You know, it's like my husband sells cars for a living. The dealership has been a ghost town for days because, you know, people are obviously not buying cars at the moment. Hi, Danielle. So, you know, this is what we've trained for. Right, Ivory. And I was going to go in with natural pressed powder and just kind of beef up, but I probably should have done that before the Ivory. Why not? Let's see what happens. I'm feeling frisky today. All right, let's grab our powder concealer brush, wherever she might be. Here she goes. All right, so this is pressed powder in the shade Natural, and we're just going to kind of go over that CC cream and kind of set it for the day. So this also has SPF in it, plus it's going to set it. So if you have like oily skin or what have you, you're not going to have any issue. And it's also like a full coverage foundation powder. And look at how gorgeous it is. It's super silky. You don't have to worry about it being drying or like looking powdery and cakey on your face. Okay. So I don't know, guys. What are we to do? Like, honestly, what are we to do? This is just madness. All right, let's do our eyebrows. You know what we can do in this madness? Our eyebrows. Let's go in with the, oh, it's eyeliner. I don't want that. That's eyeliner. That's eyeliner. I've pulled a whole bunch of things. Just, all right. So we're gonna go in with light liner for our eyes, brow pencil rather. And this is in the shade Light. And we're just gonna fill these puppies in. All I know is, you know how they say like not to touch your face, don't put your hands in your mouth. It hasn't stopped me from biting my nails. So I guess maybe I can't really be that concerned deep down inside. Because if anything should stop me from biting my nails, it's probably this. And I'm so terrified of like going to the nail salon that I have press-on nails right now. Press-on nails. Do you think I'm kidding? Where is it? Not kidding. That's what's come to. These are desperate times, folks. And my in-laws are coming back from, they were on a 2-week cruise and then they spent 2 weeks in Florida and they come home today. So I don't know if they're self-quarantining when they get home or not, but like, geez Louise. This is not the 2020 that I was manifesting. I'll be very honest with you. All right, fill these puppies in. Also, I better be able to go get my hair done next Tuesday. This I know for sure. We'll be in serious desperate times if that doesn't get to happen. All right, brow pencil. So now we're gonna go in with brow cream. So this is the medium dark. And we're just gonna brush up our brows gently. This adds a little bit of pigment, but it also holds them in place and makes them look a little bit more full. Hi, Colleen. And I think that the brow cream is the perfect way of getting your brow to stay all day long. And especially if you have thinner brows and you're looking for more fullness, this is the perfect way. And so not everyone has super silky brows, but like if you have wiry brows, this is perfect. We will have stories to tell the grandchildren, for real. Hopefully that's the case. And like people are just blowing this out of proportion. My son is my therapist. My husband is freaking out right now, so he is no help to me whatsoever. Like I'm the one calming him down. I think men are actually a little bit more paranoid than women. All the men I've talked to are really like next level. And most of the women have a pretty good like calm demeanor about it. My kids are totally unaffected. They're just like, what? Coronavirus? Like, can we get homeschooled now? Do I have to go to school tomorrow? All right, so I'm going in with the Comet palette because I absolutely love this little gem. Right now it's on super sale because it's a leftover from Christmas, but there's no reason that you can't use it year round. And it also comes with this gorgeous lipstick duo. So lipstick and lip gloss together. So I'm gonna go in with this. And I'm going to start with this gorgeous color right here, which is called Supernova. It's kind of like a golden bronze. And I'm just going to build this up in the crease. Hi, Kim. Hi, Layla. I almost want to be like very extra today, just to be like, I don't know. I feel like it's a very extra day. We've all been through it, you know? I just wonder how many people are like just bumbling around out there, not even knowing that they have it. Hey girl, hey. Waiting on my kit. Oh, you're getting tested, Vanessa? Like your coronavirus kit? All right, so let's go in with Orion, which is like this really pretty sort of like a warm brown. And I'm just gonna build that up in the crease and sort of smoke it out with the Orion. Again, this palette is like 25 bucks. Comes with the 4 shades, the highlight, and on, oh, your Comet kit, woo! Sorry, clearly my mind is elsewhere. The Comet kit is amazing. And it's almost crazy that it's like on super sale because it's so versatile. I wouldn't label it like a holiday only situation. I mean, I guess the dark green in here, yeah, maybe, but honestly, I would use that dark green as an eyeliner. That's what we should do. Let's use the dark green as an eyeliner. I just have to wet my brush and we'll be good. That's what we're gonna do. Thinking out loud. Okay, so I am going to take my angled brush. Angled brush, where are you? Okay, so I'm just taking an angled brush and I'm gonna wet it and draw it right on this green. And this is gonna make it like a liquid liner. Easy peasy. Hi, Megan. And all you need is water. You can spray it with really anything, but I honestly think water works the best. And it's very forgiving, and you can go as dark as you want And you can also blend it out when it dries, because obviously it's a powder, so it's going to dry to a powder finish. And it does not ruin the eyeshadow. Some people ask, like, oh, once you wet it, does it change? Nope, it just dries back to a powder and you're good. Another thing that's great to know about turning your eyeshadow into a liner is that, like, if you have, some people have oily eyelids, believe it or not. I am not one of those people, but I've heard from several people that that's something that they struggle with. I struggle with Mina enough, so I don't need oily eyelids. I'm all set with that. But oily eyelids, when you do this and they have the whole situation with when you put eyeliner on them, it gets like oily and it runs. You don't have that when you turn your eyeshadow into a liner. All right, so let's go in with the shade Cosmic. I'm just gonna put it right here on my finger and I'm tap it on the inside corner of my eyes, just like that. And then we're gonna blend it out. But I just like a little brightness. Mina is taking her job as guard dog here very seriously at Shea Barkovich. She is the poor UPS guy carries an air horn now. So when he needs us and she's outside, he literally hits his air horn and we have to go outside and get the package because she scared him so bad one day, which I understand. Like, you never know what kind of dog you're going to come in contact with, but it's just hilarious. My kids will be like, the UPS man is hitting his air horn again. Like, great. Tell him I'll be right there. All right, so Speaks Volume mascara, one of my faves. And I always do 2 coats of this. I also do a little trick, which is where I put my mirror beneath my eye, and it really does help to not make a mess and like get all over. Again, all of our products, especially super important for your eye products, are hypoallergenic, vegan, soy, dairy, paraben, gluten-free, and cruelty-free. Which I honestly think goes a long way in saying. But the hypoallergenic especially is important because I have super sensitive eyes. They get really itchy and dry very easily. I wonder if it's the same UPS man we have. He's sort of like an older gentleman, glasses, very thin. He's a nice guy, but Mina definitely chased him around Christmas time from the front door back to his UPS truck. And we had to go out and do a little damage control and apologize profusely. Because let's be honest, as parents, everything for Christmas comes in the UPS truck these days. I don't think I've gone out and purchased a Christmas gift in many moons. Oh, then no. We used to have a younger guy and then like a very tall, lanky guy. Maybe the very tall, lanky guy is FedEx. I don't know. We've had a lot of things delivered in the last few months with the bathroom renovation and Christmas. Disney just announced they're closing parks. Valerie! I can't say I'm surprised. And honestly, I think it's the right thing to do. But you know, if Disney is closing, the world is ending. I'm just going to say that. We're going to go in with a little setting pretty. Ruh-roh. You know what? It's more important that everybody be safe. We can go on vacation another time, and it is what it is. Setting pretty, setting powder. We're gonna dry our tears with that. See how it just like brightens up that area? It honestly is just, I just want everybody to be safe. I would love to go on vacation. I have been waiting. Hopefully my kids' t-shirts fit them when they go and when they get there. I will DM you something about this. Thanks, Valerie. You know, we can go to Disney anytime. And honestly, leaving my mom here with my sister and I both going to Disney was stressing me out because, you know, I don't love, like my mom really doesn't go very many places, but like we really don't want her going out to the grocery store, the post office, things like that if she doesn't need to, because, you know, she's over 70. And while she's very healthy, she is a national treasure. Mary Albright is a national treasure, and we have to keep her healthy, like at all costs. I don't care what else happens. My mom has to be fine. Disney just closed. I keep getting text messages. Disney is closing. Disney is closing. Well, that settles that. The universe was like, woman, we're just going to make the decision for you. We're going to go with bronzer. All right. It is what it is. They did the right thing. See, there was a reason that I hadn't packed yet. I'm just saying, their custom shirts better had effing fit them when we go. Because I got a lot of them made. It's all right. It's all right. It's just a t-shirt. Nobody panic. It's fine. But think of how much this is costing Disney to close. Just think of like, that's crazy. It's important, but it's important to like remember too, like, you know, all of this has repercussions, and we just have to be like good to one another. That's like, I think, honestly, if I'm taking away anything from this, I'm not going to buy anything on Amazon. I'm only going to shop small. I mean, for as long as I possibly can, because like when I shop at Amazon, I'm not helping my neighbor. I'm helping Jeff Bezos, who's got like, what, $144 billion, I think was the last figure. So like, honestly, let's do that. Let's shop small. Let's take care of your neighbor. Just California, not Florida. Megan, you're beautiful. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love you, Amy. And I hope that we can have a margarita very soon. Florida will close. It will. Because Florida is so much bigger than California. Like the theme park in California is like 1/10 of what the Florida parks are. All right, let's go in with Dusty Rose Blush because I love it. This is such a pretty color. We're just gonna, now notice that I'm pressing it in as opposed to wiping it in. That's what you want to do with all of the products you layer on, is press it in so that it doesn't disrupt the layers underneath it, because everything is set perfectly. You don't want to wipe it around. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Tanya. We're just over here discussing what's going on in the world, freaking out while doing our makeup. I'm going to go back to the Comet palette, and I'm going to grab this Constellation bronze or highlight and add it right to the apples of my cheeks. Hi, Shantea. This is worth the price of admission alone, this highlight. Hi, Terry. And of course, right on the Cupid's bow, it makes your top lip really pop out. And that's what I'm here for. Okay. So a little lip action. I'm going to go in with Morel, which is actually an eyeliner. I'm going to go in with Willow lipstick and Primrose lip gloss. All right, so Morel. I love this because it's like, it's super nude. It's a little bit brown, so it shows up a little bit darker, but not so dark that you really can't blend it together. All right, hold on. I can't talk in line. Okay, so see, it's dark, but it's not like brown. Well, it's brown, but it's not aggressively brown. All right, so now we're gonna go in with lipstick in the shade Willow, which is one of my favorite. It's like a sort of like a more rosy nude. Hi, Erica. Super pretty. And now we're going to go in with Primrose Gloss, which is hi. So perfect. And blend it right into that lip line. All right, now we're gonna go in with, who did this? This was a makeup artist that I used to watch. I can't even think of her name. All right, so we're gonna go in. This is a little trick that I learned from watching my YouTube videos. We're gonna go in for a little bit of that highlight. And we're just gonna put it right on our lip, right in the center. Top and bottom. And you see how it just makes your lips glow and look that much bigger? Living for it. All right, I feel like I could use a little bit more bronzer. Guys, freaking coronavirus. I'm just gonna be here applying makeup like until the end of time because it zens me out. You know, it's like knitting for some people. Cooking also zens me out, but then again, like what am I gonna do with the food when I cook it? All right, so we're done with that. I'm just gonna spray on a little refreshing Set It spray. So good. Literally, this is the stuff you want to put on your skin. It is not filled with chemicals. It's literally 100% cruelty-free vegan products. That's next level. All right, guys. I have to go. It sends me out watching. I find that it sends me out watching too. Like the whole reason that I started doing my previous makeup business was I used to watch the people that did it all the time, and I was just like completely mesmerized by them. It was like relaxing to me, and I enjoyed the conversation. Hopefully you guys can say the same thing, but I enjoyed the conversation. It was kind of like talking to a friend. And, you know, as a mom, you know, I don't get a whole lot of time with my friends. And so it's nice to be able to engage with someone and just like hear about their day or what's going on or their opinion on something. And it's just kind of like relaxing for me. And it filled that void from sort of being out of that social circle. So that's how I got into that. And then when I started doing my own, you know, I'll be honest, it's definitely helpful when there are people on here bantering with you and you're not just like talking to yourself in the car, which I do anyway. Thanks for getting my mind somewhere else. You're Marissa. Thanks, Marissa. Thank you so much. So that's kind of like, honestly, when I started doing this originally, it was because I had nothing for myself. Everything I did was for Justin and the kids, and I was happy with that to a point, but I was sort of unfulfilled in my own mind. And then when I moved over to this, it was like a way for me to be accountable. Like if I start going live and hopefully I build a following, people are going to expect me to go live, and it will keep me honest and it will keep me doing that. It was never really about the money to start with. I didn't start a business. I started like a little accountability project for myself. With the previous company, when I started making money, then I was definitely a lot more motivated to do better and get better and do it more often and things like that. So it kind of like organically evolved from like a project to a business. But, you know, hopefully when I come on here, it doesn't seem like the only reason that I'm on here is to sell you something, because that's actually like a bonus for me. Connecting with people, helping them with their problems is like honestly the tip top, what makes me happiest in all of this. And like, especially with Arbonne and everything, there's like actual really incredible value health-wise that comes from it. And since that's pretty much my passion project at this point, is like being really healthy and getting people on that bandwagon with me, I feel like it just fills my cup even more, because, you know, 2019 was a real landslide into awful town. And here we are in 2020. This is definitely not what I saw for myself in 2020. In 2020, I was living my best life. Hi, Kristen. All right, guys. So I did take a before. Love hearing about your life. I see a lot of me in you. Oh, Valerie, that's so sweet of you. You know, I don't know. I think we all want to show the highlight reel of our lives. I'm no different. Like, I don't want you to see me failing. I don't want you to see me cry. I don't want like all of those things to come out front and center. Like, my struggle is not what defines me. You know, what I went through with my dad is not, you know, it did change me, but I also feel like it was because I felt like I was the only one going through it. You know, and I know people who have lost parents and whatever, but when you're going through it yourself, you definitely feel like you're out on an island alone. So just kind of like being honest. And I love hearing about things that other people have gone through, because like I shared on Instagram a week or two ago about, I just happened to mention that we're a dye-free family. So I don't buy any food or drinks that have artificial dyes in it, like Red 40, especially caramel color, Blue 5, Blue 40, things like that. And I couldn't believe the amount of people who reached out to me and said, my son also has ADHD, or we've been having behavioral issues. I'm thinking of having my son tested. Can you tell me about, you know, products that you use in addition to, you know, all those things? And I probably answered like 100 direct messages that day, which is a record for me. And people were really happy to have somebody to talk to who's actually gone through that, because they felt alone and they didn't want to talk to their friends whose kids were perfectly well behaved and had no issues in school and got along with everyone and weren't, you know, trouble at home. They don't want to talk to their friends who have perfect angels about their kid that's going off the rails. I get that. I was the same way. But then when I found people that talked about those things and they sounded like Chase and they sounded like solutions for me, I was like, tell me more, tell me everything, because it's very lonely when you feel like it's just you going through it. So, you know, I encourage you guys to do the same thing. If there's ever anything on your mind and you're looking for a friend, go find one, because it's literally the best therapy that there ever was. I don't have a therapist. I probably should have a therapist, but I don't. But honestly, spending quality time with you guys and my family and my friends who get me without judgment is like all the therapy I feel like I need. So yeah, that's kind of what I hope, that this isn't just like makeup and skincare to you guys, that it's also like a place to hang out with friends. I love you, Kristen. You're amazing. So yeah, that's my little corner of the internet. Don't we all need one? It's true, but now that we're quarantined, how will we talk to our therapists? You know, they even have apps for that. I don't know. You know, it's just, we all have such like interesting perspectives on things and we don't always agree. I mean, you know, I've been through some like personal stuff since the beginning of January, and it's amazing the people who have reached out and just been like, don't sweat it. I think you're great. And sometimes that's really all that you need. You don't need like a knight in shining armor. You just need a nice person to tell you that, like, I think you're wonderful. And it like brings you back. Valerie, you made my day. All right, so I will go stop annoying you with my banter. And then there's Kim, who's just like, I'll get my baseball bat. Where are we going? All right, so I will log off. I'll take a picture. I did take a before so we can compare and contrast. Also, you guys, I have to get my hair cut next Tuesday. Julie, you're amazing. I have to get my hair cut next Tuesday, and it's just like, it's a whole thing. So I would rather cut all my hair off than wear it sticking all over the place, because it's not healthy. So that's like a valid, you know, that could happen next week. So do me a favor. Go on Pinterest, go on Instagram, find me some cute short hair styles. Doesn't have to be blonde, because I don't know if I'll be able to stay blonde, but send me some inspo, tag me in it, send it over to the M Fresh Glam page, send it over to my regular page. because that's next Tuesday. Hopefully we're all healthy enough to go to it. But I'm really looking forward to kind of just like getting back on track, even though this was supposed to be my before vacation hairdo. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So let me know if you find something that you think would fit this melon. I love you guys. I will be back here on Saturday, and stay healthy, stay home if you're not, be good to your neighbors, support small businesses. Everybody needs you now to do that more so ever than ever before. Love you guys. Bye.